What's up, guys? Welcome back to RT2. So, new family member has joined the fleet. I've gotten this package here. I've got to turn around because I didn't even bother to cover my address on this one. So today, we're going to be unboxing, or unpackaging, the newest member of the RT2 fleet, which will be joining alongside all the other stuff that's in the About section of the channel if you guys wanted to see my entire repertoire of systems and computers and the like of that. So, I think this is game console number 14, so I've got quite the fleet now. It's pretty crazy. Let's go ahead and pop this open and see what we got. I didn't even use my car keys to open this, which I usually use my car keys to open everything. But this is something that is quite old. It is about the same age as my GBA SP, if that gives any sort of idea. So put that down there. So we got another package here. I bought this for $42. Used, obviously, as you guys can tell. I usually don't buy used electronics. It's not really something I like doing, but for the amount of money that this cost, new, I'm actually quite okay with it. Having seen how much a brand new of this actually costs, it's just bewilders me. I don't know why I'm like being all weird about holding it a certain way when I'm just, this doesn't even have my address on it. Alright, so now we got this halfway torn open, looks like. Alright, so we've got, first off, a charger. So this charger might look familiar to a lot of you, especially if you had a GBA SP or one about to unbox. Only two Nintendo systems use this charger, so very unique to those two consoles. You guys probably know by the title at this point anyway. I don't even know why I'm sugarcoating it. We got another envelope. Alright, here we go. Keep in mind, okay, so here's the backstory. Before I open this up completely, I already looked at it. I used to have a different variant of this system as a kid. I had a DS Lite. I played lots of games on it. It was probably one of my most used handhelds I had. The only reason I wouldn't say it's my favorite handheld is because it broke. I've killed 3 of them, all due to hinge issues. One of the buttons got stuck on the board and ruined it and all that jazz. So my experience with older DS models has not been great. I was looking to get a older DS model to join the fleet because of the GBA slot, which is something that the DSi and 3DS and so on and so forth don't have. Stuff like my 2DS, for example, doesn't have it. And so I was like, well, I want to transfer Pokemon up from Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald, stuff of that nature, up to Sword and Shield. So I don't have that link between Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald, and Diamond and Pearl to make that move. So I knew I needed to get an older model DS for this. Obviously, I could have gotten another Lite, but I wanted to try something a little bit different and get something that was new to me. So, without further ado, I'd like you guys to meet my Nintendo DS Titanium Edition. So this is, I paid, like I said, $42 for this thing. It's not in the greatest of shape. There's a lot of like wear marks and scratches and stuff on the outer shell. The screens look fantastic, minus some like surface scratching. This is my first time holding an original DS. Everything feels good. The hinges feel strong. Let's see if it has a charge. It does, and it works rather well. We don't have a stylus, which I just noticed. Everything seems to be working just fine. Gotta have to do some settings adjustments and stuff like that. The brightness is down rather low. You only get 2 settings for that. Like I said, this is my first time using one of these old DS's in a very long time. So yeah. Oh no, it works rather well, it looks like. It does need to be charged. That's one thing I have noticed right away. The serial number's gone. This is an NTR 001 DS. So this is the oldest version of the DS you could get. This is a Titanium Edition, so it's a launch model. Like I said, it's in decent shape. I would say it's in better shape than, say, my 3DS XL. Stuff of that nature. Everything seems to be going good. I'm about to take this out and go test some games on it, see how well it games and stuff like that, make sure everything is completely operational. The main reason I wanted the OG was for the GBA slot. My biggest gripe with the Lite was that the cartridges would stick halfway out if you were trying to play a GBA game. As someone who played a lot of GBA when I was younger, when I used my Lite, I would bump it a lot and it would completely ruin whatever I was in the process doing on Pokemon Leaf Green or Emerald, stuff of that nature. So I really wanted this one, because I'm rather clumsy. That way I wouldn't bump it and bust the cartridge out or anything, and break a cartridge, break the system or something like that. Which is one of the biggest reasons why I wanted the OG. And the screen size, I think, is about the same as the Lite, so it works out rather well. all the buttons feel great. As you guys could hear a minute ago, the sound works rather well. The only thing is I'm missing a stylus, which I can probably borrow one from another DS I have for this. I doubt many of them will actually fit this thing, but I could probably get like a pack of DS styluses for rather cheap. Because I'm one of those weirdos that actually uses the stylus. But this is a 2004 DS Titanium Edition. It's literally the launch edition of these systems. Like I said, I got it for a rather decent price for $42. No Prime shipping or anything like that, unfortunately, but it's in rather good shape. I'm pretty happy with how it looks. Obviously, it's scratched and all that, but I mean, a lot of my used stuff is my Mac Pro's got dents and stuff in it. My MacBook's got a massive dent in the bottom. It's got some light scratching, so this is nothing new. I mean, especially with this shade of this color scheme. So I kind of expected that would be something that would go on, but yeah, that's that for now. I'm going to go and plug this in, let it charge, and do some testing and see how it games, and I'll bring you guys along. Alright guys, so we're out in the bedroom. Apologize for the fan, it's pretty loud. I know it's just really hot in here, so I needed some airflow in here. So to test my new Titanium DS, I've got two of my favorite games from the DS and GBA library. I've got Pokemon Heart Gold on DS, which I was just playing this yesterday on the TDS, which is why I've just got the card out. And then I've got my copy of Emerald. If you guys haven't seen the video where I made these cases for them, check that out. It was a really good video. So we're going to go ahead and plug both of them in. I'm also going to configure this thing here in a little while to have my name and all that stuff pop up on this thing. So we got Heart Gold on the DS slot. We're also going to pop Emerald out of here and plug it into the bottom. All right, so we got everything in. Fire this thing up. Okay, so we got both menu options are there. And I would say the screens are rather dim. It does make this rather hard when you don't have a stylus. So where's the volume slider? I'm not really technically familiar. There it is. So far we got things working pretty good. Okay. Sound works pretty good. Sound seems to be working pretty alright. So nothing to complain about there. So we'll go ahead and reset it. I'm not sure what it's configured for the GBA stuff. Okay, so it's on the bottom screen. Very reminiscent of the old GBA Advance, or the old GBA, the long one. Okay, it's gonna tell me about how my save battery's dry. I know my save battery's dry. I've had this game for years. So, got things working here. Should be in the Battlefront here. Yeah, things seem to be working pretty good. So I'm going to configure that where that shows up here, because I really don't like the bottom screen thing. My brother loved it back in the day, but so far, I think that's a win. So I bought a 2004 DS on Amazon completely sight unseen. And I think I got a good one out of this. The sound works fantastic. The only negatives is that cosmetically it's a little bit rough. Nothing a good shell swap couldn't fix. Or a skin or something of that nature, which is always an option. Sound works great. The only things, like I said, is just the cosmetic stuff and the lack of a stylus, which kind of bothers me because I use the stylus a lot. A lot of people don't, but I do. So I prefer to have that. But all in all, I think I got a good one out of this. So hope you guys enjoyed this quick little video introducing the newest to the fleet, this Titanium DS. I'm going to let this in charge and get ready. I've got a party to go to here in a little while, so I'm going to take this with me and show it off to Hayden because it's actually at Hayden's house. So anyway, guys, I'm going to wrap things up here. I'll see you guys next time. Have a good one, everyone.